Hello, and welcome back. Last week we talked about collaborating with AI to create portraits for our Vampire the Masquerade and other RPG games. The support in the week since releasing that video has been amazing. Communities like the World of Darkness 5th edition Discord and r/VTM really seem to have appreciated that video and have been so kind in allowing me to post these videos there. Today I'd like to take a deeper look into Artbreeder. There have been comments in the preceding days informing me that I wasn't using Artbreeder to the full potential. The way that I showed last week does work, but there are a whole lot of other features that I didn't cover. So let's take a look now into Artbreeder. Look at how to use generation and the genetics of the image to fine-tune and create just the portrait that we want to for our game. Let's not waste any more time. I'm Zombie and you're watching 3 Dots and Resources. And we find ourselves back on the familiar landing page for Artbreeder. Now, as I said before, we're going to be using generations to fine-tune and create the art that we need for our games. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to select an image. Keep in mind, I'm going to be building a vampire. So I'm looking for characters that jump out to me and say, that would be the great basis for a vampire. I really like the white hair on this one. Now that we're on this page, this is the image we clicked on, and then these are 6 children off to the right. If I don't like these, I can refresh them. And we're gonna refresh until we find something maybe a little closer to what we want. Let's say if I want something more deviated from my original, I can slide this to the right. If we slide it hard to the right, we'll get very dramatically different images. If we slide it hard to the left, we'll get things that are very similar to what we already have. We only have 6 identical images. Let's go somewhere in the middle, because I find that that's where you really start to get good changes. Now, down here below, you can see these are other children images that other people have made for this one. So other people have clicked this exact same image and created their own deviations. Now, I might find one of these that better suits the route that I'm gonna build for. I don't see it. If I had, all I had to do was click on one of those. So let's continue to generate children until I find something that jumps out at me. Now, the vampire I'm trying to create, I'm gonna base maybe off of Eva from LA by Night, a white-haired mage Tremere vampire. I like this one. This one jumps out at me. It's not perfect. So I click this, my image is down here. Now I click on it, and now I'll get children images, and we can continue this iterative process to slowly tweak the image. Now you might say, like, what if I don't find the children that I'm looking for? Well, just like before, you can go in and you can crossbreed an image, or you can do edit genes. Now this is a feature I didn't go into much before. Let's say that I want this character to have a little more makeup. Make their features pop a little bit. I want their eyes to open a little wider. What if I want her to have glasses? Glasses as a slider. Now, if you slide this too far, What? If you slide it too far, you'll get ridiculous results. With the glasses slider, I found you want to slide it just far enough for glasses to appear and not much farther, because they will really morph your face. I'm gonna slowly step this to the right. Oh, there are my glasses. Or maybe step it just a little bit more. And now she's got glasses. Now I wanna maybe create a little bit more of a drawn style. Now I'll show you again what happens if you take it too far to the right. it makes it not very believable at all. So let's bring it back. Bring back our art style. Let's go all the way back to normal. Actually, I don't think we need any more art style for her. You can add more smile. But it doesn't really match the character that I'm going for. And then you can tweak also the color of the image to make them more red. I'm actually gonna tweak in blue. Maybe add a little more sharpness. Now, I'm gonna hit save. Now this creates a child of that original image. We can click on it, and then we can continue to do children iterations. So I might have got just the image that I wanted. Wow, look at that. That's a deviation of this image that makes it a little more photorealistic. Now I can say, like, oh, I want to save that one. You can save as many children to an image as you want. Look at this one. We're getting now her with a hat. We're getting now an older version of her, a version with more grayed hair, more photorealistic. Look, she's become more realized into an actual person. No, I kind of like that one. We'll hit that one. Now you don't have to make a decision immediately right away as you're generating these as to which one is going to be your final. You can always save multiple images and then pick which one you like the best. This one is interesting. And so is this one. Now you might stop on this one and you might say, this is the image. This is my Tremere. This is on point, but I just need her to be a little paler, a little more blue to get that vampire look, a little bit less red, a little bit less smile, and we have our vampire. So here is our Tremere inspired by Ava from Vampire the Masquerade LA by Night. She's a young, ashen-haired vampire who's into studying and occult magic. Let's have a peek at this button. Now you can hide your images, you can delete it, be like, oh, I hate that image. But let's look at this one. This one is the children or the parents of the image. So I can look back and see Asperini, the original one I started from. You can see every step that I took to get to the image that I originally settled on. Now some of these have long genetic histories. Let's try to find one. Here we go. So you can see this one has had a lot of pairings and a lot of iterations over time. You can see these are the older ones. These are more of like our base images that created the final one here. You can see how they took these three images, combined them into this one. This image was subtly tweaked, and when they merged together, created that one. You can see how this branch of its ancestry, someone that's actually, this Faith Nelson was actually doing like a careful selection and breeding program to create this image. You can see they were doing slight variations and then taking the ones with the traits they liked the most and feeding them together. So you can clearly see they were like, well, I want the hair, right, I guess, to be different. They were going more for like a purple hair instead of a blue hair. They went and found this separate path and bred in this image, and you can see the background traits for this image. For those who don't know, I live stream on Twitch 3 times a week, 6 to 8 Eastern Standard Time with my wife and sometimes my son. We play video games, we have a lot of fun. Here's a little quick peek. This one is close enough to hookshot.
I thought that's the one you were trying to get originally.
Just go back.
Save state. No!
I hope you choose to join us. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe. As I say every week, you're probably tired of hearing that, but that kind of feedback that I get directly from you helps me understand when I miss things, like using generations and iterations and editing genes and crossbreeding. That came from you guys. If you ever find any tools that you'd like to see me cover, let me know. I hope that you had a good time and that you'll choose to come back and join me next time. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.